If you already bought the Echo Flask or you're thinking about it, watch this first, because there are a few things you absolutely need to know to get the most out of it. Trust me, I made these mistakes so you don't have to. When I opened mine, I noticed something weird. There was a little water inside the bottle, and at first I thought, wait, is this used? But no, it's actually intentional. Echo pre-fills it with distilled water to protect the internal membrane during shipping. If yours arrives dry, no worries. Just fill it with filtered or reverse osmosis water and let it sit for 24 to 48 hours. It's part of a process called rehydration, and it's 100% normal. There's also one critical step that most people miss, and Echo actually explains this in the onboarding guide. Before your first real hydrogen cycle, you should fill the bottle with warm water, not boiling, but hot, and let it sit for at least 2 hours. This helps rehydrate the internal membranes and primes the generator, so your Echo Flask can reach the maximum hydrogen concentration. Without this step, you may not get the full 8 parts per million it's capable of. Right after I received my order, Echo sent me a super detailed email with a full onboarding guide. They walked me through everything, from rehydrating the generator to how the pressure works to exactly how to seal the lid. It made me feel like they genuinely care about you getting results, not just making a sale. When you fill the bottle and close the lid, keep twisting until you hear that satisfying click. That means it's sealed and ready to build pressure. Then run your first 10-minute cycle. If you don't see a perfect mist of bubbles right away, don't panic. It takes a few cycles over a few days for the membrane to fully wake up. That's totally normal. Now here's where it gets smart, literally. The Echo Flask has a touchscreen and connects to the Echo Water app. You can control the bottle, track hydration goals, and even compare progress with friends. Okay, let's start the real talk. I've got a few pro tips that'll save you time and frustration. First, only use filtered reverse osmosis or distilled water. Avoid tap water. It clogs things up. Don't put supplements or flavors directly in the bottle. Trust me on this. I did that last year with my Echo Go Plus. I was putting some ginger or cinnamon inside because I like a little flavor, and yeah, it did not go well. Gunked it up completely. If you guys can learn from my mistakes, well, at least that's one reason to like this video. You're welcome. Let the pressure release by pressing the small circle on the lid before opening. You'll hear a hiss or a pop. That's normal. Also, something I personally ran into, I noticed some differences between what the app shows and what the bottle is actually doing. After testing it a bit more, here's what I found. When I run a cycle directly from the bottle by pressing the play button, it works perfectly. As long as the Echo Water app is open on my phone and Bluetooth is connected. If I forget to turn on Bluetooth or the app isn't active, that cycle sometimes doesn't get logged in the app, which means it won't count toward your hydration goals or streaks. And yeah, as someone with a bit of ADHD, seeing the numbers not match up kind of drives me crazy. I've reached out to Echo support about this. They confirmed it's a software issue, and hopefully it'll be fixed in a future update. It's nothing major, just a syncing bug. But if you want to be 100% sure your data gets logged, make sure your app is open and Bluetooth is on when you start a cycle. The Echo Flask isn't just a water bottle, it's a performance tool. But to really make it work, you've got to follow the steps. Set it up right, run your first cycles properly, and use the app the smart way. If you haven't picked one up yet, I dropped the best deal I could find in the description. It takes you to the official website, and the discount is automatically applied at checkout, so you're covered. You're welcome again. You can also type this URL in your web browser. I'm not paid to make this video, so if this helped you out, smash that like button and let me know in the comments if you've already got yours or if you've run into any setup issues. I'll help you out.